abroad is hard and it's challenging. So that's why in today's video, I wanted to share with you guys the truth of what it is actually like living abroad and all the challenges, all the struggles that I have faced while having lived in 4 countries at the age of 15. So if you're interested, keep on watching. I feel like people always have this idea of what it is like living abroad, and they usually tend to romanticize it of like, wow, living abroad could be the best thing ever. But no. Unfortunately, that is not the truth. As I said, I'm 15 years old, and so far I have lived in 4 countries. I was born in Dijon in France, then we moved to Poland, then I moved back to my home country, Hungary, and now I live in Germany for almost 4 years now. So I could say I'm quite experienced. In today's video, I will only focus on the challenges that I faced and the struggles of living abroad. But there's going to be a part 2, if you guys want, of this series where I talk about all the good things that living abroad has brought me and the way it changed my life. So if you want a video like that, then please comment down below, like this video, and subscribe. Let's reach 1,000 subscribers, guys. I cannot believe that I'm saying that right now. Like 1,000 people almost want to watch me and want to watch my channel. It's honestly crazy. Thank you guys so much. But with me rambling too much and with me promoting myself too much, let's actually get into the truth about living abroad that nobody tells you. Just a disclaimer, these are my personal experiences. Just because I struggle with these challenges and with these problems, it doesn't mean that somebody else will as well. But I do feel like a lot of people do struggle with the same things, if that makes sense. Let's get into the first tip. The first tip is the language. If you move abroad and if you move to a country where you don't speak the language, then learning the language is one thing. But the second thing is you're gonna feel so dumb. Like I'm just saying it. Like I'm just putting it out there. You're gonna feel so dumb because let me explain how you're gonna feel like. You're gonna feel like you're a baby in this whole new world. You have no idea what's going on. Everybody around you is speaking gibberish. You understand nothing, and it's gonna be so annoying and it's gonna be so hard. So that is the first thing. If you move to a country where you don't speak the language like at all, honey, you're up for a challenge. You're up for a challenge. It's gonna be so hard, but it does get better with time. And as crazy as it sounds, you do get used to not understanding anything after a while, but it does get better, especially when you actually start understanding a couple of things. But at the beginning, it is so hard not speaking the language. Like, next thing is loneliness. This is honestly the biggest thing. The thing that I struggled with the most is feeling lonely, feeling so out of place. It's insane, guys. It's so bad. But I feel like for me, it was so bad because I moved in the middle of the pandemic with my family to Germany. It was crazy. Everything was on lockdown. Everybody was in quarantine. There was no way to show anyone. You didn't see anything, so it was crazy bad. Because of that loneliness, I actually met my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. If I hadn't gone through that loneliness, I don't know if I would have found him, but that's a story for another time. I honestly already made a video about it, so go check it out, but just mentioning that. But yeah, you do feel super lonely, and it is so extremely hard and challenging, especially if you move alone. I do not know what it is like to move completely alone to a new place, because I have always moved with my family, so that was good to have my family alongside of me and to have us support each other. But if you move alone, I can imagine it being 10 times harder. Just be aware of that. It is going to be very lonely because you're gonna have no friends when you move there. You're gonna know nothing, and it's gonna be really hard and really challenging. Next thing is, I feel like this kind of goes with why I felt so lonely, is losing friends. Once you move to a new country, you realize who the real people are. Let me tell you that. The fake friends snip away like that. I'm not kidding, guys. Like, I thought I had the best friends in the world, and the moment I moved abroad, I lost all of my friends. Like, the people who you thought that you can count on, you realize you can't count on them and that they're not real friends. But the real people, they do stick around. The real people who still keep contact with you and who you're still friends with after moving abroad are the real people. Keep those people because they are real. They are the true people. You kind of need that comfort from your friends back home. And when your friends back home slip away as well and you realize, whoa, they were fake people, then it's really hard because you're like, I really have no one. So it is challenging, it is hard, but it's something that comes with it as well. And you can also see this as a plus, I guess, because you realize who are the people that you can truly count on, you know? The next thing is also kind of goes with loneliness, is missing your family, missing your cousins back home, missing your grandparents back home. I always just moved with my small family, so with my parents and my brother, but like everybody else was back in my hometown and I miss them so much. And it's truly in those moments when you realize when you're with your friend at school and then one of your friends says, oh, like after school I'm going to visit my grandparents. And that's the moment when you realize, well, I can't do that. And then you really just miss your family, especially on holidays when you can't go and visit your family. It is so hard. You really see them very rarely and you really miss them. And moving alone is even worse because I can't imagine how much you could miss your parents, your siblings. So it's definitely very hard, but it's something that comes with it. And I feel like missing people is quite a known factor for moving abroad. Next thing is just adapting to a new culture. Adapting to a new culture can be so hard because so many things that were maybe normal to you back in your hometown are like non-existent here. And there are so many new things, new cultural shocks, things that, you know, a country does differently than your country back home. It is insane and it is so hard to adapt to this new culture, and because of that you may have a lot of trouble, you know, fitting in and feeling like you don't belong, feeling like you're not at home. It is really hard, especially in the beginning, to adapt, and you definitely need time. And I feel like this is something that people don't realize. It actually takes a lot of time to fit in and to adapt to this new culture and this new country, and it is so normal. Like, of course, like moving to a new country is going to have a different way of living, but it is something that people don't tend to realize. And when you are actually in the position of having moved countries, you're just like, whoa, this is different. And also the snacks that you used to love in your home country are not going to be existent in the country that you moved to. But I do feel like it really depends on where you move to, why you moved to the place that you're moving to. So I feel like a lot of these play along, and if you really love a place that you move to, then it will be easier to fit in and you will feel a lot more like home. If you move to a country that you don't like, then I feel like it's going to be a lot harder. Okay, I feel like we kind of already discussed this, but the next thing that I wrote down is just having no one to relate to, having nobody that understands you. And this is such a big thing. People do not know what it is like living abroad until they lived abroad. Like, you just don't know what it is like, and people can't relate to you. Like, that's the thing. Like, when you want to talk about it to someone that goes to your school or someone that goes to your work of how you're feeling, like, they're not going to understand because they have never been in the situation of moving, which is so hard. That's why it's so good when you have your family there. I feel like me and my brother grew so much closer because of moving so much, because we were the only two people that truly understood each other and we understood what each other was going through. And the worst feeling is when you want to talk about it to someone, but you can't talk about it to anyone because nobody understands you and you feel like your feelings aren't valid. But just know your feelings are so valid, and just know that you're not alone. There's so many people that are struggling with the same thing. It's a tip, really reach out to people that have been through the same situation as you, that have moved before, because those people are going to make you feel a lot more validated and you're going to feel a lot less alone. And I feel like those were all the tips. There's definitely a lot more struggles and problems, but I feel like in general these are the biggest things that I struggled with. There's also so many positive things about living abroad, and I feel like the positives definitely outweigh the negative things. So I hope that this video did not make you lose the will of wanting to move, because moving abroad is truly something that everybody has to experience once in their lifetime. I really advise you to move abroad and to take that step, because it can change your life so much and it can change the way you think. It truly does change the way you think, actually. These challenges just make you stronger, and as I said, there's so many positive things. So I really hope I didn't take your will to want to move. If you want to move. I honestly, after this video, I'm telling you right now, and after having moved 4 times, I still say, if you want to move. And I myself still want to move a lot of times when I'm older, because I just love it so much, and there's so many positive things about it too. So I'm definitely going to be making a part 2 with all the positive things and all the positive aspects about moving, because it truly is so fun. With that being said, those are all the tips. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this and that it was informative. I really hope I helped someone that is maybe moving right now. I hope I helped you open your eyes and just know the reality of what it is like moving abroad. It is really lonely and really hard, but all of these things, as I said, just make us stronger and just make us more experienced. But yeah, comment down below if you like this video and if you want a part 2 of the positive things. As I already said, make sure to like this video, subscribe down below. Let's reach 1,000 subscribers, guys. We're so close. Thank you guys so much. I'm sending a heart to y'all. Like, literally shout out to every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos and for being interested in my life. Like, that's honestly crazy to me. But with that being said, have a great day. God bless you guys. Jesus loves you, and I hope this helped. Bye.